What's going on, guys? Gamers Goon here today with your predictions for the NBA awards this season. We want to start it off. Let's start it off with, let's throw it out there, Rookie of the Year. Now, obviously, there's a lot of good candidates for Rookie of the Year. You got Paolo, you got Jabari. There will not be a Chet Holmgren in this year's rookie class. He will not be playing. You got Keegan Murray, Jaden Ivey, maybe somebody down the line further. But to me, the guy is Keegan Murray. I think the opportunities are going to be there with the Kings. I think he's going to put up about 15 to 17 a game, something like that. I think Keegan Murray is going to have a really good season for the Kings. And I'm taking Keegan Murray as my Rookie of the Year. And then we get to the Sixth Man of the Year. And this one's a little bit trickier, right? This one's a little bit trickier because we don't necessarily know who is and is not going to be the sixth man. To me, we're looking at guys like potentially Kevin Love. We're looking at guys that might start but might also not. Might not. And when I'm looking at a sixth man, I'm probably best guess gonna say it's gonna be somebody from like the Pelicans or something like that. It's not gonna be anybody crazy. But it could easily also be somebody that is worthwhile. Actually, I do have a good one. My sixth man of the year, Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga, he should be coming off the bench behind Draymond. I think he'll be a solid player this year, and I think he actually will develop a little bit, and potentially, if the right opportunity presents itself, could be in most improved player conversations. Speaking about most improved player, I think we're probably in for a little bit of a weird scenario here this year. I think you don't typically give it to second-year players, but I think they could potentially in this scenario. I'm going to say Davion Mitchell. I think Davion Mitchell will have a breakout season and really add to the offensive aspect of his game. You might be looking at me, 2 Kings? Yeah, 2 Kings. Who cares? Coach of the Year, I got Chris Finch. I think with the Timberwolves, they are going to have a really solid season. I think he definitely put some teams on notice. Defensive Player of the Year, I think there are some dark horse candidates like Herb Jones and Jose Alvarado, both on the Pelicans, but I am ultimately going to go Rudy Gobert as he's one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. And then that leaves us with Comeback Player of the Year, who obviously should be Zion Williamson as long as he plays to what he was doing beforehand. And then MVP, who I think is going to be Luka Doncic this year. But anyways, that's a pretty quick summary of who's going to win the awards this season.